Wow. That's pretty interesting. Really interesting. Staying up in the corner. This Hangouts live and on the air like always, but it says Hangouts is going away later this year. For quick streaming, try youtube.com webcam. Next time I do that, I bookmark it. Opening a new link. Definitely bookmark that. Done. It won't let me access it because I'm already live on Hangouts. That is interesting. First time I've seen that. Wow, that picture is clear. Holy crap. Morning, Skeeter. I think I'm in the right one. Had trouble this morning trying to figure out where to go, what to do. I got a feeling I need to delete some of these. Tim, good morning, Tim. Lucky Seven, good morning. How are you? Still trying to get this set up. It threw me for a loop when I started it, that message. Try YouTube webcam. I've never seen that before at all. Not first time ever. I've seen that. I'm hungry. Imagine that. Brand new stuff out. Makes me wonder. I got one or two of these things started on here. Excuse me, donuts. Oh, I believe the stuff is pollen is killing me. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna hold me up. Oh my God. That is good. Where'd you go, Elvis? Happy Father's Day to you two guys, too. Hope you have a wonderful Father's Day. I need to quit eating. Are those Krispy Kreme? No, they came from Wally World, Mike. They came from Wally World. I will admit they're not bad, though. They're not Krispy Kreme. But look how fat that sucker is. Glazed really good. I mean, it is glazed really, really good. Heat that sucker up in the microwave. Holy smokes, oh my. Huh. Morning, Sandra. It's our Father's Day stream. We will get there eventually. It's bright out here. Super fresh. That's right. You can't eat them, Mike. You got the sugar deal going on, which is probably what I'm going to have, the way I eat all this sugar. I don't know if that causes it or not. I always hear that, though. Sandra's always wishing it on me. It's a hummingbird. Like right here. It was you. Pretty incredible. Really close. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. We'll see what happens in a minute. I can't tell what's going on. I need to fix that. Oh, yes, I got it now. Anyway, in just a minute, I want to talk to y'all about something. I'm going to tell you a story. The story starts out when I was a little boy. Mike, you probably know this story. He was a little boy. Lord have mercy. Oh my God, am I sticky now? Sticky crap all over me. Holy crap, I'm going to have to go take a bath. This shows the world. And it's only what? Sunday? Saturday, Sunday? Father's Day. I guess it's Sunday. Let me ask Siri. Hey, no, anyways. But I'm going to find out. Four more and I'm going to tell the story. Almost there. I hope I ain't making nobody seasick. That'd be a shame. Oh, Lord. Just a little bit longer. Come here, Elvis. Oh, no, Dad. It's a trap. You're right. It was a trap, Elvis. Come here. Good morning, Christy. I wondered if he was out there when I said that. I really did. Really did. Oh, no. Elvis, our relationship is built on trust. What? Oh, my God. Did y'all see that? I just got dissed. Hey, Elvis, I got steak and fries over here. Chicken. Up. Y'all see the ears wiggle? Elvis, I got bacon. I believe you, Dad. Elvis. Elvis, I'm talking to you. I'm in charge. That's what y'all know. Oh, yeah, now you look. Uh-huh. Let's see how it is. I just got a notification to watch Pick a Rick 1 in 30 minutes. Sandra, I got it all screwed up this morning. I didn't got used to the OBS stuff. Apparently, I didn't know how to use this morning. I got 3 of them going. But don't watch that one. It won't be near as interesting as this one's going to be. Guarantee it. This will be way more interesting. We almost there, too. today is Father's Day. Boy, I sure hope it is. I done typed all that stuff up and everything. Probably a good idea that it is Father's Day. I think that one is a poser anyway. Yeah, probably is. Probably is. I can really see good with these. I still wonder why I can see so much better with the prescription sunglasses than I can these. Makes no sense at all. These are the like $300. These are like 50. Makes no sense. Maybe it's worth filters out the ultraviolet rays or something. All right, Rick, get your shit. Anyway, where was I? Elvis. You never get no respect at all. Be right back, says Sandra. This is kind of a sad story, but it's not really sad. It just sounds like it's going to be sad when it begins. Sort of. But I was adopted as a kid, so I never actually knew. Good morning, Brian. Happy Father's Day to you too. So I never ever knew my biological mother and father. To this day, I never have. I've got that 23andMe thing in there, and I'm terrified to do it, to be honest with you. I keep talking about it. I want to do it, but I'm terrified to do it. But I was adopted when I was a little over a month old. A little over a month. And it starts out and you're thinking, oh, Lord, Rick. Good morning, Caroline. But the parents that adopted me were incredible parents. I mean, incredible. My dad treated me like I was the pride and joy of his life. Always did. Probably put these shades back on in a minute. You don't know why. I mean, I couldn't have had a better dad than if God had a hand picked him, and maybe he did. I'll never know that while I'm here on this. And my mom was the same way. I know it's Father's Day, but kind of hard to leave the moms out, you know. Without the moms, there won't be no fathers, right? So when I was growing up, I always wondered in the back of my mind, what happened? To make me an orphan at 6 weeks old. So today really, really means something to me. I mean, it really, really, really means something. It's Father's Day. My dad, I kept him until he was 86 years old and passed away from Alzheimer's. Caroline was 1 year old when she was adopted. I've almost forgotten that. Now it sounds sad, I know, but it's not sad. Because I couldn't have had a better set of parents. What if I hadn't been adopted? What my life been like? I'm assuming it would have probably been much different. I probably wouldn't be sitting here today because my dad helped me buy this farm when I was 20 years old. How many 20-year-olds you know that has a 12-acre farm? Not very many. He helped me buy this farm, and he said, "You do what you want with it." So I set up a single-wide mobile home in the front, lived in it while I cleared this lot right here. It took 5 years to do it. My dad taught me one thing: it was hard work. Hard work will pay off, but it's not going to be fun. Amen, Caroline. It'll pay off. But I know that for a fact because I'll be 55 years old on October the 9th. That may be true, Sandra. But my point is, this whole story is getting to a conclusion or something. Yeah, that might look different in the beginning. Things might look like not like you want them to. But in the end, somebody somewhere knows what's right for you. Because it sure worked out for me. I couldn't have had a better father under no circumstances whatsoever. Not possible I could have had a better father. Just not. I just don't, no one could ever make me believe that. We've been hearing some stories here. Caroline was adopted too, but I want to hear your story about your father. If you have a good memory or thought about your father, or whatever, you don't have to be good. You got something you'd like to share today about your father, it's Father's Day. Lay it on us. Because there's no way anybody could ever convince me that I didn't have the best dad I could have possibly had. No way. And I'm still sitting here today on this farm 34 years later. And I look around here at this place, I go inside, I see my dad's stamp. On a lot of things. See, I didn't, Caroline. I could have pursued that, but I never did. Sandra's dad was stubborn and bullheaded. Thank God I didn't turn out like that. Caroline's dad taught her to fish, bait a hook, love of music and dance, love and life. I'm living in the house I grew up in. It was weird. That's the way it was at my mom's house. 9 years after she passed away, I could go in, I could still smell her. I could still feel her there, Sure could. He loved food and drink. My dad cussed like a sailor. When I was about 13 years old, he found God, became a born-again Christian, and changed his life completely. Literally changed. I mean, every aspect of it. I hear people profess that all the time with no change. I'm one of them. But he changed. Read his Bible every evening. I mean, that whole 9 yards. He went down that whole road and did it till he died. Never changed. He even quit smoking. My dad was on my back all the time. I figured he wouldn't have bothered me if he didn't love me. He made me tough. He didn't cuss, but he was a stinker for the dirty jokes. Mine stopped when he found God, you know. Brian, you got to have a story. You got to. Never heard your story before. That's what missing kids today. Amen, Caroline. Amen. On the battery getting low. What's wrong with the battery? I'm bored out. You wore the battery out already. Just got a text from somebody said, I'm waiting for you in the chat. Oops, I need to delete that somehow. Let me see if I can figure out what I need here. I don't see the why were you adopted? Parents couldn't have children. Yes, they couldn't have children. Tried and tried and tried and couldn't. I remember one time when I was about, I don't know, maybe 6 years old. My mom thought she was pregnant because she started prepping me for a little brother or a little sister, but it didn't happen. Wasn't meant to be. Hey, Tim, good morning. I only had a moment, but I want to share this. I spoke to my dad for the first time in 35 years a couple of weeks ago. I thank God we spoke before one of us died. It's never too late. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that a lot. I knew I started this stream at a weird time. I waited way late. I should have done it earlier this morning. But I was helping a friend of mine out in his live stream this morning. I promised him I would. Is anybody else out there? There's a lot more than just us three out there. But you don't have to. I'm not putting no pressure on you. But I'd love to hear your story. Love to hear it. It's never too late. It's weird when I hear myself talking in the earbuds. I keep cutting it off now. Touching the phone, comes back on. I mean, being adopted and stuff like that changed my life. It literally, I used to, when I'd go to dog, I find a person in the paper or something, find a dog. Now I go to a shelter now and adopt a dog myself. I think adoption really means something. That dog right there, loves me. I can tell that he appreciates me coming to that shelter to get him. That sounds crazy. We're talking about an animal. But at night, before he goes to bed, he'll come over and get up on the covers with me and lay down, put his head up against my neck. He'll do all sorts of stuff. And then most of the time, later on, he'll get up. I see him wake up in the middle of the night. He's on the other couch over there by himself. He's like, comes over there every night, rubs his head up under my neck. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. Now that will get you in your getters. If that don't get you in your getters has got gone somewhere. Yeah, it really does. I seen that. Let's see if I can open it. A friend of mine just sent me the thing for Ancestry.com message board. How he found his, I won't call his name or say who it is, but how he found his birth mother. Just sent it to me on Facebook. That's pretty cool. Thank you. I'll check into that. But I'm wondering, like Tim, is it too late? I mean, I'm 55 years old. She would be 90. She'd be 90. Good morning, Aaron. How are you? This is a Father's Day stream, and we've all been telling stories. Skeeter. Good to see you, Skeeter Jackson. We've all been telling stories about our dad. I started this out by explaining how I was adopted, and all sorts of stuff. Roy the boy. Sir Skeeter. But I had the best parents I could possibly ever have. I'm so thankful for my dad. Sure would like to hear your story. Tim popped in a minute ago and told us his story. He hadn't talked to his dad in 35 years. Talked to him a few weeks ago. He's so thankful they got to talk before one of them died. Rick, you can put that in the chat if you want. All right. I couldn't see that. I took my glasses off. I couldn't see that cornbread. And if you want to maybe find your mom and dad, here's a way you might can do it. Your dad. Ancestry.com message board. Roy, won't you tell us your story? Tell us about your dad. I just met you a few weeks ago. Love to hear your story. That's right. There's a lot of moms today that need to be celebrated. Absolutely, for sure. No doubt about it. The moms that had to be the dads. No doubt about that. He was born in East London. Good morning, JC. That's pretty neat. Born in East London. Good morning, Rosanna. We're telling stories about our dad, Rosanna. Been several stories. I told mine. Caroline's told hers. Sandra told hers. Tim has. If you haven't heard, scroll back up in the chat, Rosanna, and look at Tim's. It's pretty amazing. He couldn't stay but a minute, said he had to go. Pretty amazing. JC's is no dad, the okay. And your mom was your dad. Oh. Tell us about your mom. All they ever told the parents was that birth mother was young. Yeah, I didn't even get that information. And I looked on my birth certificate not too long ago, and there really wasn't anything there either. That was strange. Nothing. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in here, moms who took the place of a dad. Amen to that, Rosanna. This is a voluntary thing. I'm not pressuring anybody. You don't have to say anything. This is just a live stream chat about Father's Day. Your mom's pregnant. I'm sorry to hear that, JC. Sure is. I don't know how I got two of these things started. I actually got three. That's exactly the way mine is, Carolina. No information. Pretty wild. Thank you for that link, Cornbread. You're out there today trying to figure out who your mom or dad is. Maybe you can do it that way. Roy said he was a hard-working man, always put others before himself. Enjoyed fishing a lot, and always taught me a lot. Amen. I've been sitting at the other stream, waiting like a dummy. Oops. I couldn't get it together. I done got used to the OBS, and I drew a blank on Hangouts for some reason for a second. I tried to start an old stream. That didn't work. Hey, Sherry. We're talking about fathers today. And not necessarily all males either. I mean, there's a lot of moms that have to be dads, like Sandra said a little while ago. That's great, Steve. Thanks a lot, Steve. By posting that, I get in touch with my birth mother. Got to talk to her 3 times before she passed away. On that link, it's scrolling across your screen. Right now. Right there. It's not joining Ancestry. It's a message board on Ancestry. We used to go to the pub together, even when I had no money. He took me with him. Wow, that's pretty cool. You guys got to sit around and drink beer together. That's pretty cool. Let's see what you do. See, Sherry says her my father is a thief and a liar, but I love him anyway. Just don't like him. Same here, Sherry. Wow, Steve. I heard you talk about how much you miss your dad so much. Talk about missing him all the time. I'm gonna call my real dad. That's the one that passed away about 5 years ago. Right. He was in the army too, and followed in his footsteps and made him proud. Cool, boy. He joined the British Army. Well, maybe he moved here. I don't know. I have no idea. That's pretty neat. I was raised in a military family. My dad pulled 6 years. Pulled 6 years. Two tours in World War II, and then did another 6 years. Got a bunch of medals. I've got them on back there. Yes, the British Army. I had a feeling when you said he was born in England. Yeah, I had a feeling. My dad was born in 1927. He left the farm at 17 to join the Army Air Corps, says Sir Skeeter. I'm actually going to use that board, Cornbread. I'm going to use that board. Still might do that 23andMe thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool there. Pretty cool. But to me, this day was Mama was the one who raised me, and my mother was the one who gave me birth. That's right. That's exactly right, Cornbread. If your mama raised you, she was father. She was father and mother both. They don't use that or government database 33andMe looking up. Maybe there's a reason 23andMe. Yeah. Maybe there's a reason why I'm not doing that. That might be it. The forces might be with me. Might need to use Cornbread's board here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check Cornbread's board out. When he passed away at age 66, my heart was broken. I'm in tears. Now writing. When my air conditioner made a click, click, click. Where's Elvis? Sound like somebody not. I'm in tears now writing this, but happy to have shared it with you all. Thank you, Roy. It means a lot. It really does. I mean, it really means a lot. You should have seen Tim's a minute ago. He hadn't talked to him in 35 years until a few weeks ago. So he didn't have time to stay but for a second. He was so thankful that he got to talk to him before one of them passed away. Pretty incredible story. Pretty incredible. And if you happen to have a picture of your dad, I'd be happy to share it. That's Sherry Kay and her dad when Sherry Kay was a little girl. My chromie, not homie. I hear you, chromie. We chromies. That's right. It's okay that it's not clear. We can see it, Sherry. It's okay. Wow, it's pretty incredible stories going on there. We've all got some pretty incredible ones. And here is Sandra's dad. You're welcome, Caroline. You're welcome. Wow, I'm getting this new message up here that says Hangouts is live and on air. That's normal. So Hangouts on the air is going away later this year. For quick streaming, try youtube.com/webcam. I bookmarked that too. That's brand new stuff right there. Pretty interesting, to say the least. He passed in '93. He loved outdoors, hunting and fishing and all of it. You can tell that in that. You can tell by his hat and his tickety shirt. That's why I wore that a whole night. Just like that. Same thing. He's holding a ginseng plant, a picture. Oh, he was a singer. Ginseng. Cool. I used to hunt that too. Ginseng, bloodroot, rat's vein. What was the other one? It was 4 that we could get in the mountains of Virginia. My grandpa swore by them. I'd hunt them for him. He taught me when I was a little boy. Began to think he was a medicine man. Yeah, I get ginseng. You can get it in anything now. Back then, the only way you could get it was hunt it. Grandpa Paul. Hello, Rick and YouTube people. Happy Father's Day. Hello, Paul. Welcome, Grandpa Paul. We are telling our stories, Grandpa, about our fathers. That's what we're doing since today's Father's Day. Hope you'd share with us. Hope you'd share with us. I'm almost out of donut. Oh my God. Mm. Fathers and mothers and donuts. Mm-hmm. It's top of my list today. So if you're out there, there's a lot of us here, probably at least 10 people shared their story so far. If you don't mind, it'd be great if you would tell us about your dad. Dad would hunt the ginseng dry, sell it to buy his hunting supplies, so he didn't have to take money from his family. That's how he bought his bows and everything. Wow, it's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this. Wow, your dad was tall, Rosanna. Get the sticky off my finger. Okay, Roy. Thank you for coming by and sharing your story. I really, 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 really appreciate it so much. Thank you, Roy. I'm so happy I met you. There's Rosanna and her dad. Check out that. He's dressed up. Look how tall he is. Holy smokes. 6'7". Wow, I could tell he was tall in that picture, but that is cool. I can't hold it still. Got to talking about that stuff earlier. I started shaking a little bit. That is cool. She is, ain't she? She's as cute as I don't know what. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Anybody else got a story they want to tell? I sound like a preacher trying to get you to the altar, don't I? Y'all come on now. We're going to play a hymn. I ain't going to call you out. Everybody with their heads bowed. Get you to raise your hand here in a minute. That ain't exactly funny since it's a Sunday. Oh, but you know what I mean. All I got to do get cornbread to play us a hymn. I'm joking. Don't nobody take that seriously, man. I'm kidding. Anybody else with a story? Nah, I'm not gonna play that game anymore. I'm not gonna play it. I know you're joking. You don't have to say it. Then you haven't offended me or anything. Really. I love you, Steve. Can't say that. All right. This is Delinda's dad. Obviously military. If I had to guess, I'd say World War II, maybe Korea. If I had to just guess. What a fine looking soldier. He is handsome, isn't he, Roseanne? Oh, yeah. Whoa, snap, Rick. That happens way too many times. That was Delinda's dad. Hey, here's another one. Here's another one of Sandra's dad. No, that's Delinda's. That was Delinda's pop. This one is Sandra's. Check it out. That's some pretty flowers right there. Wait, that was Delinda's dad. I just showed. That was Delinda's dad. Here's one more. I got the name wrong. I coming in pretty quick. That is her dad. Later in life. Now this one has all the details in it. This is Steve's. Yeah, I know. Accident. I had 2 pages of it. The last one is Bill Hayes, the person that raised Delinda, she says. The person that raised her. That is Steve's dad. 1969 to 2014. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for sharing it with us. Appreciate it a lot. Anybody got anything else they want to share about their father? Or if you're a mother raised you, same deal. She was she raised you. Chip off the old block. Yeah, that's right, Skeeter. All right, Wasp, go away. Both of us get stung today. I'm sorry I get all worked up with that pop. Don't be sorry. You see me? I was crying a little while ago. So I put them shades back on. Oh, it just proves you're a human being, Steve. Just proves you're a human being. He stole a city bus. Wow, that's interesting. Hugs to all who hurting today. Amen, Delinda. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you this morning. You're out there. There's a lot of us here today. You're out there today. You've got a story we'd love to hear. Rosanna Daddy was speed before speed. Skeeter's dad was speed before speed was cool. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what year mine passed. 2009. Remember it like it was yesterday. Well, that's a shame, Delinda. It is. That's a shame. Feel free to tell us about it. If you wish. Skeeter's dad passed away on New Year's Day. January the 1st. Sandra, I tried to drive my dad's car when I was 5 years old. Well, actually, I knocked it out of gear and rolled downhill into a traffic. Dad got in trouble, Mom, for leaving me in the car by myself. That wouldn't happen today. They'd have a law there. Just think, you can't leave a dog in the car. I went to Walmart yesterday and left Elvis in the car. I waited until it got dark. He lays down anyway. It wasn't hot. That U2 song means a lot. Sandra tried to pull a GTA. So many gangsters in here. I hear you, Steve. We're in a gangster's paradise. Every time I see that word gangster, that song plays in my head. We've got about 5 more minutes. And I want to thank everybody for coming out this morning and sharing with us your story on your phone. Or your mother. Been some mother stories told here too. Banksters. Yep. Skeeter is a poet. Trust me, he's a poet. Jasmine, good morning. Happy Father's Day, Rick, and all the fathers. Good morning, Jasmine. We're telling our stories here. If you're just popping into the room, we're telling our stories this morning. That's what we're doing. Oh, I can read now. Hey. And you don't have to, but if you'd like to, we'd love to hear your story too, Jasmine. Well, thank you so much. I'm busy bee, Steve. She was at the radio show the other night. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Really do appreciate you coming by like that. Talking to me. It means a lot to me. It really does. Got another one to pop in here. This one is Delinda and her dad together. Sure is. Check it out, overlooking a bay or something there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we do miss you, Jasmine. Steve's right. All right, guys. Don't think. Thank you so much, Rick. Miss you guys. I'll be back soon. Love and blessings. My dad's story is way too long. We are celebrating Grandpa today with chocolate lava cake and nature. Very cool. That is a story. That is a story. Much love, super cute pic. Been a lot of pics, Jasmine. Been a lot of pics this morning. A bunch of them. And it's hard to not end one on lava cake and nature. You know it? So with that thought, I've been going over an hour. What I had in my mind is exactly what happened, guys. Hope you guys have a great Father's Day. I appreciate you coming so much. You guys are incredible. You really are. Absolutely the greatest community on YouTube. No doubt in my mind about it. It was proven here today. Proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. No one can deny it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a great Father's Day. And your mothers, without the mothers, there would be no fathers. Be no fathers at all without the mothers, for sure. Bye, Christy. Thanks to all our moderators here today. Really appreciate it. This has been one smooth chat, one smooth stream for over an hour. Pretty incredible. Thank you guys so much. Do we meet again?